Guys, welcome back to the Pretty Little Book Nerds podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Genevieve.
I'm Danielle.
And today we are talking about our open-ended, I don't know, DNF shelf. DNF did not finish all the books we could not bear to read another day. Um, and that started because originally this episode was about to be about, was going to be about a different book. And then we both DNF that book because we were like, I can't do this. So, um, Danielle.
What?
Oh, tell the many about what book this episode was supposed to be about.
Shock Mount by
Kelly
Kelly
K.
Kay.
Okay.
So we gave it to, I think, page 50 or something.
It was like part two, which was around the 50-page mark.
Um, and pretty much like it's an indie book or indie author, and we picked it up on a whim because she was at a bookstore that we had walked into like last year sometime,
It was
a
right
while ago.
before, it was back in July. Um, when we did our last reading trip,
That
which
was back last July.
yeah, I looked
I guess it doesn't seem like it because we've been back and forth so much anyways.
yeah, probably we see each other too much, but that's okay.
Um, so okay, we gave it until part two, so about the 50-page mark.
Yeah.
And what else? The writing was bad.
Yeah,
Trying to say that nicer.
to be fair,
Um,
a lot of the reviews on there were high, so it could just be us. And also like thinking back on it, like the female like voice in the story wasn't the thing that was really annoying me. Yeah, it was kind of bland, but it was really the male
guy.
counterparts that bugged the crap out of me.
Yeah, he was terrible.
Yeah.
Um,
I stop playing with shit.
I forgot what we mentioned before.
Oh yeah, because we recorded this already and the audio is not good. So we're doing round two about 2 weeks
Yeah.
later.
So pretty much the male main character was constantly talking about her looks and like, but not in a good way.
And
And
like he'd be like talking about something like personal or serious, and he'd be like, but I can't concentrate because of the way that my cock hits my jeans. And I'm like, okay.
yeah, it was just too much.
Yeah, it was
I
gross.
mean, we ended up buying it because I guess we should have mentioned this. The author was actually there and signed
I think
them,
you did say
and
I think
she
you
was
did,
really nice. Huh?
I think you did say that. So
I
that we
said that before.
oh, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, she was very nice, and she's written a lot of books, and she's, indie published. And so we were like, we need to prove that not all indie published books are like bad. And then we both TNF'd it. So that was kind of
Yeah.
a fail.
I
Um,
think it was too, like, as I was reading it, I just couldn't focus either because I was like, I don't know, just not in it.
yeah.
I couldn't get, there were a lot of characters, like a lot of friends, and then she'd mentioned
Yeah.
like her actual boyfriend somewhere else, and um, then the other guy came in, and I was like confused if he was a friend or what.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was weird. So then we got to talking about DNFing books because Eve does DNF them. And,
Oh,
I
I don't have time.
I didn't really last year. I think I did a couple or one, because I just felt like it was giving up and like a waste of time that I had already started a book and like got halfway through and didn't want to not finish it. But this year I'm like, no, it's a waste of time finishing a book that you're halfway through and you're not in it anymore. Like, you might as well just stop and start something else.
Yeah.
So we are going to talk about the DNF books that we did stop reading this year, and then ones that we or that I should have stopped reading last year.
I've definitely had a couple where I like am thinking during it like, yeah, I probably should DNF it, and then it ends up just being that I just rate it really low, or it's a book club book. I'm speaking to you, Twilight.
Okay. So,
DNF a book club book, apparently. I have, but whatevs.
so I DNF Shockmount and the Seven Dials mystery that I mentioned before by Agatha Christie that I started reading because like a 3 episode show came out and I really wanted to read it before watching that. Um it was kind of boring, not one of the good ones by her. Um you've DNF like 3 last month or something.
Yeah, April was a rough one for me. I'm doing a video that's probably not going to come out for a while just because it's taken me a while to get through all these books. Um, but I'm doing a video where my husband Josh picks books for me. And so two of the books that I DNF'd last month were books that he picked. But I did preface like on one of them it was the guest list by Lucy Foley. I DNF'd that one solely because while I think it would be great for me at a time when like I don't have a million things going on and I can kind of like get a little bit more into the characters and get a little bit more into the story and it can be a little bit slower. I can't do slow right now. Life is very busy, and so I need something that's going to keep me in the story.
Entertained and
Yeah. And I love her other book, The Paris Apartment, and I loved it because it was such a slow build. So I'm like, I'm just not reading it at the right time.
mhm.
The other one is because it was fantasy, and I try really hard with fantasy and I never like it. So that's on me, but I'm actually reading a fantasy for book club this month, and I'm almost halfway through it already, and the book got picked 2 days ago, so.
Oh yeah, you're like flying through that.
I am. To be fair, I'm mostly listening to it, and I'm also mostly listening to it to help fall asleep.
Oh, okay.
But I put it on a timer, so I don't ever let it play longer than an hour. So I have been like actually listening to most of it. Um, but I'm really enjoying it. It's about witches. So I think I found my
It
thing.
looks good.
Yeah, I was nervous. Somebody that I work with is big into fantasy, and she read it and she was like, it was okay. It filled my time. But she was like, I never really felt like going back to read the like other two books in the series. Me, I could see myself going and reading the other two, or at least listening to them.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm really enjoying that one. But another book club book that I did not enjoy was Giovanni's Room by James Baldwin, which was like one of my first DNFs of the year, I think. I think it was my first one of the year. Um, It was, I think it would be good for someone else. A lot of people like it. A lot of people like that book. But for me, even though it's written by a gay man, it felt like it was written by a straight guy. And the main character is gay. That's why that's important. Before I just leave that part out and people think I sound. Um, but it was also, the writing was really choppy. I know you've already heard this before, so you're like, so
It's
it's
okay.
you don't really.
We're
I feel
repeating
like
a
that's gonna
lot of
be
this
most of it.
stuff
We're
to
just gonna
each
kind of
other.
tune each other out because we've already recorded this. And what do you, where are those from?
McDonald's.
Sorry, Josh just brought me in McDonald's French fries on a napkin. So apparently I have a snack now. That's cool. Um, wasn't kidding, literally on a napkin. Um, um, and and yeah, it was just a bit choppy because like he'd be talking about what was going on in the present, and like you'd hear that, and then he'd revert back to talking about like his childhood or like some other part of the story, and then when you'd of like his past, and then when you finally get back to like the present, like a million things have happened, you have no idea what's going on, and you're just like thrown back into it with no like explanation. And so that was just really difficult for me. I felt like it was just a little too choppy for me, but I know a lot of people really love that book. It's considered a classic. So I'm being nice about it.
It's okay. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. So, one book I should have DNF'd. No, I did finish it last year, but The Secret of Secrets by Dan Brown, which I love a lot of Dan Brown's books. Um, this one was the same as his others, where it's about Robert Langston, and he goes like back and forth between him and other people in the book, but this one was just boring and very slow. Um, The War of Two Queens and The Crown of Gilded Bones, they're books three and four of the what?
Sorry.
I'm
I'm
like on a roll.
so hard to focus. But he just brought me another napkin of French fries.
I knew he was gonna come
Sorry.
back. Oh my God. Joshua. Okay, so these two
Let me get
books
this in.
are books three and four of the Blood and Ash series by Jennifer Armentrout. And I'm re was reading them with a friend, and the first two are really good, but these two are like boring. We thought it would pick up in the fourth book, but it was like that book was like 450 to 500 pages or something, and nothing happened until like the last few chapters. It was ridiculous. Um, Hexed by Emily McIntyre. I didn't like that one. That one was,
That's like the last in the series too, isn't it?
yeah, that one was long. I don't know why it was so long.
She wrote it during cancer treatment.
Oh, okay. Um, so maybe she needed something to do. Um,
But a lot of people have said it's too long.
yeah, okay. It was like if you know anything about these Emily McIntyre books, it's like each one is based on a fairy tale. Like Hooked is Captain Hook, and he's ends up kind of being the good guy, even though he's like a drug lord, but whatever, he's a good
But
guy
he's
in it.
I
And
wrote
then so Hext is about Ariel's the bad guy, and it's Ursula that's um the good person in it, but they have like it's based in New Jersey or Brooklyn. So I listened to it, and they have like I listened and read it. They have that accent that's like terrible. Sorry if you're from, but it's like a fake one too.
yeah.
And yeah, it's not my favorite. Um, and also I got abducted by aliens and now I'm trapped in a rom-com.
That one is entirely your fault because I feel like you should have known that was going to be a rocky one from the beginning.
But it's like it's by Kimberly Lemming, and I had seen it um when we were going to go to Romance Con.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's a funny title, which I think that's like why anybody would pick it up and stuff. And but it was crazy and a little unhinged.
Um, on my list, it's actually funny like re-recording this because certain things that I said about these books the first time around, I feel like I now disagree with.
Already, like,
Yeah. Well, okay. So the next book on my DNF list is One Day by David Nichols. And it's kind of this love story. I started reading it because there's going to be a Netflix show, I think, based on it.
wait, is this one that you did DNF or that you
Yes,
should
this
have?
is this
Oh,
is
okay.
one that I did DNF. And it was like they, meet in college, like during graduation season, but then they like stay friends and like there's this kind of will they, won't they thing. And but it was kind of just supposed to be about like the boring normalcies of coming of age kind of thing. And I remember DNFing it because I was like, I'm so bored. Like nothing's going on. It's like it doesn't feel relatable because all they're doing is complaining and like nothing's happening. And like I know that's kind of the point is that it's supposed to be like normal life, a dragon's not gonna come down from the sky or something. But like I was like, there's just no action happening. And now I'm reading Normal People by Sally Rooney. Another audiobook one for me though. And I wonder if that changes it for me. I'm not sure. But that one is literally just about like friends in high school, like falling in love. It's about normal people, normal life kind of stuff. And I'm hooked into it. So that really shows, like, I think it's not the storyline, it's the author, maybe. I don't know. That's how
Yeah.
I felt with that one. A similar one along the lines of like reading it because it was going to be on TV is 56 Days by Catherine Ryan Howard. It's a thriller about like during COVID, these two people fall in love and decide to live together, and then somebody ends up dead. And I did start reading it before the show was announced. Um, and maybe it's just too close to COVID time still, but I just could not read about COVID. I could not,
Oh,
I couldn't read about COVID. And now I'm like, oh, there's a show with freaking like Dove Cameron from Liv and Maddie and Avon Jogia from Victorious. And I'm like, that was literally my childhood. And they're like romantic partners in this. And I don't know if I'm gonna watch it or not because the book was kind of boring. But yeah, do you want to give a couple?
I already gave all mine.
All of them?
I don't think there was any more. I mean, not all of them, but the ones that were like from
You gave all your DNFs?
not all my DNFs, but like I didn't really DNF anything last year. Or wait, maybe I did. Hang on, I'm trying to find where do you have the 2025 book count challenge because I can only find 2026.
It's easier to find on the phone, I think. What do you want?
Just gotta sneak by.
We're recording. Oh, past challenges and goals. Okay.
He drives me insane.
Um,
You want some? Oh, wait, that's Mouse. No. Where's Prentice? I'm looking for my cat.
I like how I'm just looking this up.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep going on my list. I mean, I've kind of already talked about this on here. I DNF Butcher and Blackbird. because
Oh
it's
yeah.
so cute. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
The bookstores that we went to. Okay, if you guys don't follow me on TikTok, go follow me on TikTok. Dodson does stuff. Shameless self-promotion. One of the bookstores that we went to that I put in the video for the Chicago Independent Bookstore Day just commented on our video.
oh, who was it?
Los Amigos.
Oh, huh. That was the one I didn't go into
Yeah,
because
that's right. Because it was
parking was so
like
bad, so I waited out in the car while she
you
got
should
our
definitely go back in and check that one out. It
things
was
stamped.
so cute.
The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I
Yeah.
forgot to mention that one. I feel like I should have DNF'd that one because it was really popular and the writing was really good. Taylor Jenkins Reid is very good. But by husband number like four, I didn't care anymore. And it was such a long book too.
At least I know how many husbands I can have before you stop caring.
Yeah, I think that's it. None of the other ones I didn't no, I didn't DNF anything last year.
I
Oh,
do
at least it wouldn't be on here.
probably not. Um,
No, because they didn't have the DNF shelf.
what else? I had made my own, and then when they made theirs, I started putting mine in there. I want to talk about this one because it's actually like actively made me upset that I hated it so much. My Italian Vampire by BC Dolce. If that name doesn't sound familiar, that's because it's like a pen name for Betty Carello. Betty Carello wrote Summertime Punchline and 32 Days in May. 32 Days in May is literally one of like my favorite books that I've read, like, and it's like depiction of chronic illness, it's depiction of lupus and like how it affects your life. Like it was such a good book. She decided to write a book, a dark academia book about a girl going to college and meeting a vampire. And literally, I tried so hard. I tried for like 3 days to get into this book, and every time I opened it, I was just like, oh, I can't do this anymore. And it hurt me so much because like I love her writing. I'm actually and I'll talk about that in my summer TBR video that I'm going to be putting out hopefully at the end of this month, but like um I'm reading Summertime Punchline this summer. It's on my list because of how much I loved 32 Days in May. So yeah, I was heavily disappointed in that one. That it like broke my heart because I tried so hard. I think I even said that like in my review. I was like, I just don't think fantasy or vampires or dark academia or any of that stuff.
I feel like you need to give others a chance though. Like Jenna Levine's My Roommate is a Vampire. Like I have all three of those
but isn't
books.
that like a comedy kind of? Like I feel
It's
like
like a comedy and it's just cutesy. Like
yeah, see, I just don't like the like I'm a man of mystery. You'll never understand me, but I'm the only one who can save you kind of thing. I'm just like, oh, shut up, dude.
oh, that's weird. I mean, I've never tried that one, but
Well, it really, to me, it felt like Twilight for adults. Like, really. Once after I've read Twilight now, that's really what that book was. And like genuinely, I think that's why people like it. I think it's the Twilight fandom coming back out, but
now you can say that you've read it.
I can say that I've read Twilight, yeah. And I am not a better person for it. Actually, like genuinely, so the person in my book club who put Twilight in, she put it in every single book club until it got picked. It gets picked, and then and like I told her ahead of time, like I'm not I'm not gonna have good things to say. You're gonna be mad. Like I warned her ahead of time. Well, she wasn't able to come to book club this week because she was just like not feeling well. And so my other friend in book club was like, "Oh, well, she's not here. Let me put a book in for her and put in the second Twilight book." And it literally was down to New Moon and the book we're currently reading.
Oh
And
my
I've
God.
never wanted a fantasy book more in my entire life than I did in that moment. Because we kept making the joke, well, what happens if we spin and it lands on New Moon? Do we read it? And both Jenna and I were like, absolutely not. We're not going to do that. But yeah. So, and of course Will, my like longest friend who's absolutely insane. Of course he loved that book.
New Moon?
No, he loved Twilight. He had never read it before. And so
Oh,
club, he read it for the first time and he loved it. He enjoyed it so much. And I'm like, you make fun of me because you think I read porn. Like, and you're gonna be into Twilight? Like, is that really the trajectory here? Ugh. But um yeah, I mean, I have like so many books I've DNF'd or wish I DNF'd. Um, what was it? Oh, It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. That's one I wish I would have DNF'd.
oh, you actually read a Colleen Hoover?
That's the same thing you said the last time we
Was it really? That's funny.
I read it because it was right before the movie came out, and and just like you, I'm a huge Justin Baldoni fan. He was on Jane the Virgin. Like, I really like him, so I wanted to support him. And the
Hmm.
book was just so bad. I think I literally, even at the time, like I think I gave it like 2 stars because I was a generous reviewer when I started reading again as an adult. But no, it was bad. Like if I tried to read it now, well, I wouldn't. But I think if I had tried to read it now, it probably would have ended up getting DNF'd. Just because, yeah, there's just no way. Um, ooh, here's an interesting one. I don't know if you have any books like this, and we didn't bring this up in the last one. Books you started and like before you read it, thought you would probably end up DNFing it and then didn't. Do you have any like that?
Oh, that's a good question. Um, I don't know.
I brought it up because, like, I mean, I'm also not big on historical fiction either. I struggle with it a lot.
Oh, The Nightingale. That was like, it got me sucked in, and then I was like a little bored and stuff, but it was so
It
good.
was, I'm happy I read that one, but no, recently I tried to pick up another historical fiction, and you were with me when I bought it. It's The
What's that?
Unselected Journals of Emma M. Lyon.
Oh.
I read it in 2 days. I mean, it's only 107 pages, but still. I read it in 2 days and like literally was so hooked. Like, and I knew it was historical fiction, and so I had very low expectations going into it. I was like, I'm not gonna like this, but everybody's talking about it. Let me give it a try. I'm ready to buy the other, what, like 7 books in the series and just live off of those for a while. It was genuinely like so fun to read.
Oh, I forgot. Serial Killer Games by Kate Posey is
Oh
another
yeah.
one that I should have DNF'd. And I told you immediately, like, this is the stupidest book.
And I had bought it and I was like, oh, really? Like, I want to read it. And so you're the reason I got rid of it.
Because I was like, there's no, like, who's the serial killer? Like, is it him? Is it her? It's like nobody.
Yeah.
So dumb. Um,
But yeah, like if you need like a short read, and even if you don't think you like historical fiction, like Beth Brower, man, she knows what she's doing. She wrote something else, and I remember looking at it. I'm gonna pull it up because she wrote something else, and I was like, I did not know that she wrote that. Like that's really cool. I didn't put the like connection together. Let me find it. Okay, now it's not on here. Is
I
this?
feel like, so I did read, of
Oh,
course,
that's it. Sorry, go ahead.
Onyx Storm, which is the third, I want to say Fourth Wing book, but the series is not called Fourth Wing.
Empyrean.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Jenna's been reading
Okay. Like, how do you know that?
it.
Yeah, the Empyrean. And the third book, I'm one of those that like actually hated it. It was so boring. Like, nothing happened until I don't know, the last 5 chapters or something like that. And it was ridiculous. And One of my friends has the same opinion too, so that justified it. It's like it was so bad that the fourth one's coming out sometime soon, and I might not even get it. Like I might just read the first and the second and be over because those were so good and then be done with it.
Wow.
Like I even bought this special edition of the third one where it has like the dragons on the
Yeah.
edges, and then I bought the little dragon magnetic bookmarks.
Those
Yeah, that was so disappointing. I don't think there's any that I thought about DNFing and didn't and was like happy I didn't. I don't know.
I don't
But I
know.
did read a lot of like fun romance books this year. So,
Ugh, yeah. I'm like looking at my books now. I'm sure this is mostly just a me problem because my husband, built me a library, but I know I have too many books, like genuinely. Like anytime I'm with you, I end up buying a book. If I just go into a bookstore, I end up buying a book. Like it's a problem.
do you think you're gonna buy any this weekend?
I want to say no, but I already know I'm lying. So I will say if they have the next one in the like unselected journals of Emma M. Lyon, I'll probably end up getting it just because like I want to know what happened so bad because it's literally journal entries. The whole book is journal entries. And so that one book that I read was just 2 months of journal entries.
Huh.
So I'm like, I want to know what happens next because it's all about like you find out like her uncle who was supposed to take care of her estate until she turned 21, which was like part of the rule when her dad passed away, like that he's like spent all of her money and like basically she's gonna be like living in squalor now and it's like it's crazy like it was so good. I had a blast. Clearly. um but I could also see myself getting the second book in the Before the Coffee Gets Cold series too because I really enjoyed that book too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I really like that little time traveling cafe action.
I feel like I don't know, right now I kind of have everything I want.
Okay.
Like all the books on my TBR, it's like I want to read them as soon as possible, or like that I already have. Um, so yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
I have anything in mind besides like, I mean, the fifth Game Changers book.
Oh yeah. I
That would
don't
be like the only one I think.
I know I have the first one still, and I don't know which TBR it's going to end up in. I don't know if it's going to be my fall or my winter. I know it's going to end up in one of them. It's not a summer book.
Just, oh my God, read it now.
I know I should because I loved the show, but and this is the Scott and Kip one, right?
Yeah,
So like, it's going to break me, but
and I want it back.
sorry.
It's okay. Um, so what all are you reading now?
I'm reading The Coven, which I'm enjoying. I'm reading the book for podcast. And then I'm reading Normal People by Sally Rooney. And my plan is I cannot pronounce this guy's name, so like bear with me. My plan is when I finish whichever book I finish first that I'm like reading or like listening to, I'm gonna start listening to Rejection by Tony Tula Diamond. I know I'm not pronouncing that right. But it's like short stories about like um how our society has changed our like psyche and stuff, and it sounds really interesting. It's for an like internet book club I'm a part of that I haven't read a book for yet. So
I feel like I should get into some more serious books because you're like, I don't know.
I'm trying to like, because
You're
with you, I know I'm gonna read romance. So I'm trying to not do that when I'm not reading with you. Because
But we're trying to like mix it up for the
I know,
podcast too and not always read romance, which is
difficult for you.
the book that we no, it's not really difficult. I
It's
think
all you own.
it's not always
You're the one who got me into romance, so
I know, actually like all these books. No, I feel like some of them we need to do for the podcast. Like not the romance ones, but some of these other ones that are more serious. But anyways, yeah, so our podcast book, A Court of Mist and Fury, the second ACOTAR book
oh,
is
I was gonna tell you
romance.
about that. Did you see because I told Jenna about it and I know she's going. It in October or whenever the next ACOTAR book comes out,
Mhm.
Noble
October.
Neighbor is doing one of their midnight release parties. It's like,
Do they have tickets on
yeah,
sale?
so it's
Because a lot
ticket.
of places are sold out.
It's a ticketed event. I believe they still have tickets. They haven't said that they don't. Because they ended up moving it to a larger venue.
Ooh, okay. I'll have
And
to look
so
into
it's a
that.
$50 ticket and it comes with the book and a drink ticket.
Oh, okay.
And they're gonna have themed drinks. But it starts at like 10 or 10:30 at night and goes until like 1 in the morning. So
Yeah. Oh, is this it?
I told Jenna and she's like, I'm taking the day off after that. I'm taking the next day off. I'm going to that. I'm not going into work the next day. She was literally what she told me. I was like, you do you, girl.
Oh my God.
Is it still, do they still have tickets? Was I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think they moved it to perennial. So, which make none of these words make any sense to anybody that don't live in St. Louis or that doesn't live in St. Louis. Wow, I said that.
Yeah, I think Brittany might come travel for this too. Okay,
Ooh, well, you
hang
guys
on.
stay here.
I mean, you can come if you want. I doubt you want the book though.
That's fun. But I'm saying you guys will have a place to stay.
So that book and then Remarkably Bright Creatures, which actually is a serious book. So, yay, go me.
Is it good? Because I want to read it, but I'm afraid I'm not going to like it.
It is so good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm liking it a lot. Yeah, it's for some reason I thought it was going to be more about the octopus, but I don't know, it like goes back and forth,
Hmm.
but I really like it. And I'm anxious to see like how it all comes together. Um, so yeah, I think I might finish it tomorrow too.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Um, yeah,
I'm not.
I read it for like 3 hours last night.
Oh, damn. No, I'm trying to like make sure I spread out when I read. And like I texted you today even because I was like, my job's kicking my ass right now. So like I'm like not reading unless it's an audiobook right now, which I feel really bad about, but I'm like so exhausted. So like I'm trying to like not force myself to read physical because I feel like that's gonna push me into a reading slump if I'm already exhausted. So I'm like I'm trying to be smart, but I don't know. I don't know if it's working. I don't know. But
Well, I'm looking at doubling my reads for May to get
I
my
saw that. By the way,
full.
we posted about our April reads, and I posted about my April DNFs as well. Um, this is a great place to do the plugs. My Instagram is Dodson Does Stuff. I also post about concerts and other fun things that I do that cost money. Danielle.
Consumed by books, and I posted once since the last time. I'm trying to get better about it. I have the apps to help me make better content.
You've
So,
got a photographer husband that I'm sure would help out.
Yeah, he has before. That's where the one picture came from where I'm like holding the book and like there's the pretty fall trees in the back with like
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, well, I think that's our episode. Next time we'll be talking about The Unmaking of June Farrow by Adrienne Young, which we both loved and rated differently. So check in to hear
I'm
about
excited to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk about it too. So be sure to tune in to that in a couple weeks, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.